In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 4th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus Charlotte Hornets. Tuesday night brings the back end of a 2-game series between the Toronto Raptors and the Charlotte Hornets after the Raptors took the first game 128-108. It was domination from start to finish for Toronto in that one, and it's actually a slightly smaller number they've got to cover this time around. Will they sweep the 2-game set against the spread, or will Charlotte look to end this 2-game home losing streak and give their fans one last win to go home to? The Raptors are 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 road games and 7-2-1 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Hornets are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 home games and 4-10-2 against the spread in their last 16 Tuesday games. The over is 6-2 in Raptors' last 8 road games. The under is 21-7 in Hornets' last 28 overall. The Raptors are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Charlotte and 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The Raptors are shorthanded again as Gary Trent Jr. and Will Barton are both questionable, while the Hornets are still missing LaMelo Ball. The Hornets were playing some pretty good basketball before they got stopped in their tracks by the Bulls in a big loss on Friday. The Toronto Raptors are playing some of their best ball of the season, and they need to keep winning to get their best possible seed. The Hornets remain in full-on tank mode. With all that said, the Raptors play a lot of games close to the vest, and they win as favorites by an average of 4 points. A lot of funky stuff can happen during the final week of the regular season during any sport. And with my general lean in these 2-game mini-series being to flip the against the spread and total results from the first game, it's that strategy I'm going to lean on here. This is a ton of points, so the Charlotte Hornets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Flipping the results from Sunday's game on the total and seeing the first meeting of 4 between these two this season cash and under ticket helps. That's not likely going to be the popular side on this total, and if that's going to be the case, I don't mind having the contrarian angle on my side either. If Toronto ends up rolling to another easy win, sitting on the ball and shortening the game will be goal number 1 for the Raptors as they leave town. Defensively, Toronto shouldn't be giving up much of anything to this group of players Charlotte is putting out on the floor, especially if the Raptors want more than a cup of coffee in the postseason. Toronto still let the Hornets shot 49% from the floor and 48% from distance in that loss. For Charlotte, any sort of personal, professional pride kicking in to try and beat Toronto for the first time this year starts with them getting some stops on defense and going from there. The Hornets are 12-18 over-under this year as a home underdog with a total plus-minus of -4.3 in those 30 games. So there are numbers that support the contrarian approach of finally seeing these two teams play a game with an under result, and it's where my money is for the contest. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami Heat versus Detroit Pistons. The Miami Heat will be going for their second consecutive win when they face the Detroit Pistons on Tuesday night. The Heat are coming off a 129-122 win over Dallas as 2.5-point underdogs. The Pistons are coming off a 128-102 loss to Orlando as 11-point underdogs. Miami is 7-3 in its last 10 games against Detroit. The Heat are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 8-18 against the spread in their last 26 games overall. The Pistons are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 Tuesday games and 2-6-1 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The under is 4-0 in Heat last 4 road games. The under is 7-3 in Pistons last 10 overall. The Heat are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. These two teams met just 2 weeks back with the Heat pulling a 12 points win off on the road. The 2 games played played in the regular season have been split both straight up and against the spread. It would be egregious to not shine a bright light on what the Pistons have done of late. They have won 3 games straight up since the beginning of February and are 10-15-1 against the spread in that stretch. The Heat have gone 3-2 against the spread in the last 5 games, which they were the favorite, and they are shooting the ball very well of late. The Detroit Pistons are awful, and the Heat need to win as they continue to fight for seeding. However, the Heat have issues winning, let alone covering big numbers. The Heat have endless bad losses on their resume, and they win as favorites by an average of 1 point. The Heat are 1-3 against the spread as double-digit favorites. Give me the free points. So the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Heat are averaging 109 points per game and 107 points per game on the road. They averaged 104 points per game in their last 3 games against the Pistons. They play at a slow pace, averaging 100 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 118 points per game at home, so expect them to go over their average in this game. The Pistons are averaging 111 points per game and 113 points per game at home. They averaged 105 points per game in their last 3 games against the Heat. They play at a faster pace, averaging 103.3 possessions per game, and they're facing a team that is giving up 110 points per game on the road, so don't expect them to score enough points to push the score past the total. The Heat and Pistons played under the total in 5 of their last 6 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers vs. Orlando Magic. The regular season begins its final week as the Cleveland Cavaliers head to Orlando to face the Magic on Tuesday. The Cavs are playoff bound at 49-30, 4th in the Eastern Conference, while the Magic are lottery bound at 34-44, tied for 12th in the conference. The Cavaliers have won both games against Orlando this season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are averaging 112 points on 48.9% shooting and allowing 107 points on 46.8% shooting. Donovan Mitchell is averaging 27 points and 4.5 assists, while Darius Garland is averaging 22 points and 2.7 rebounds. Evan Mobley is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Jarrett Allen is grabbing 9.9 rebounds. The Cleveland Cavaliers are shooting 36.5% from beyond the arc and 77.2% from the free throw line. The Cleveland Cavaliers are allowing 37.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.3 rebounds per game. The Orlando Magic are averaging 112 points on 47.2% shooting and allowing 114 points on 47.5% shooting. Paolo Banchero is averaging 20 points and 3.7 assists, while Franz Wagner is averaging 19 points and 4.1 rebounds. Wendell Carter Jr. is the 3rd double-digit scorer, and Markelle Fultz is grabbing 4.1 rebounds. The Orlando Magic are shooting 34.8% from beyond the arc and 78.4% from the free throw line. The Orlando Magic are allowing 34.9% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.1 rebounds per game. The Cavaliers are 6-14 against the spread in their last 20 Tuesday games. The Magic are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The over is 7-3 in Cavaliers' last 10 overall. The under is 4-1 in Magic last 5 overall. The Cavaliers are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Orlando and 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 meetings. These are 2 of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference. The Orlando Magic are playing great ball down the stretch, and they clearly look to finish the season on a strong note. However, I'd need more points to consider the Cavs. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the better team, and they win as favorites by an average of 8 points. Line is reasonable. Give me the Cavs on the road. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Even with Mitchell's recent ability to put up 40 points seemingly at will, I'm a fan of both teams defensively. As the league's slowest paced team, the Cavaliers love to slow the tempo, and the Magic don't really play a whole lot faster. Dunksandthrees.com ranks Cleveland as the league's #1 adjusted defense, while Orlando isn't far behind at number 12. The under has hit in 4 of the last 5 games for Orlando, who are allowing just 107 points per game during that span. The under has hit in 3 of the last 4 for Cleveland. I love how the Magic are competing down the stretch, and I think we see a great defensive effort out of both teams. I expect this to be a slow-paced, low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.